In the frozen wilderness of the Ural Mountains in Russia, a mystery unfolded in 1959, so chilling, so disturbing, that to this day, no one can truly explain what happened. This is the story of 9 experienced hikers who ventured into the snow and never returned. What happened to them has become one of the most terrifying true horror mysteries in modern history. This is the Dyatlov Pass Incident. The group consisted of 9 hikers, mostly university students from the Ural Polytechnic Institute, led by Igor Dyatlov. All were experienced, physically fit, and familiar with the freezing Russian terrain. On January 27, 1959, they set out on a skiing expedition in the northern Ural Mountains, in what is now Sverdlovsk Oblast, Russia. Their goal was to reach Otorten, a mountain whose name in the local Monsey language eerily translates to "don't go there." They didn't listen. The plan was to return by February 12th. But when no word came from them, families grew worried. By February 20th, a search party was launched, made up of volunteers, fellow students, and eventually the Soviet military. What they discovered shocked the world. On February 26th, rescuers found the group's tent. It had been slashed open from the inside, as if they had fled from something in a panic. The tent was partially buried in snow, their boots and gear still inside. Why would experienced hikers run into the deadly cold, barefoot and half-dressed? Their bodies were found scattered across the slope. Some were only wearing socks and underwear in freezing minus 30 degrees Celsius temperatures. It didn't make sense. What made things more terrifying were the conditions of the bodies. Some had crushed skulls, others broken ribs, but no external wounds to match the trauma. Almost as if they were hit by a massive, invisible force. One woman, Ludmila Dubinina, was missing her tongue, eyes, and part of her lips. Her skin had turned an unnatural orange color. Some of their clothing tested positive for radioactive contamination. There were no signs of struggle, no other footprints besides their own. Just silence. Theories exploded. Some believed they were killed by a military weapons test gone wrong. Others suspected paranormal phenomena, like aliens, Yetis, or supernatural forces. One popular theory suggests a rare weather event called infrasound, created by wind blowing around the mountain, caused them to panic and flee in terror. Others point to secret KGB activity or an encounter with escaped prisoners or a native tribe, though there was no evidence of anyone else. But nothing has ever fully explained how or why they died in such bizarre and violent ways. The Soviet government quickly sealed the case. Official cause of death: unknown compelling force. Photographs recovered from the hikers' own cameras show smiling faces, snowy trails, and then one final image, a blurry, shadowy figure deep in the woods. What do they see out there? To this day, the area is known as Dyatlov Pass, named after the group's leader. And to this day, the mystery remains unsolved. Families never got closure. The mountain still stands, cold and silent, holding on to its secrets. And hikers still visit. Some say they feel watched. Others say they hear whistling in the wind. But all agree, something happened up there. Something horrifying. Something not meant to be found. If you enjoyed this story and want more true horror cases like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And if you have your own creepy experience, you know what to do.